Hey everyone, today I'm doing my demonstration speech on Overwatch, which seems to be pretty cringe to some people, but it's whatever. Overwatch 2 is a 2022 first-person based shooter created by Blizzard Entertainment very recently as a sequel to Overwatch 1. In this mode, or in this game, it is a 5v5 based game where you work together to kill the enemy team and capture the objectives before they can. There are multiple types of modes: push, payload, and capture the point. The one that I will be focusing on is capture the point, which basically means that one or the other team captures the point, and the first two 100% wins the game or the round, and it being a best of three. So within this game, there are three different types of roles of characters: tank, damage, and support. Tank's main focus being sustaining a lot of damage, like bullets, projectiles, anything within the game. They can take large amounts of damage and not die at fast, which is pretty important in team fights. So, like every character in the game, there's typically 2, 3 abilities, and they give them certain advantages to countering other players within the game. So, like Arisa's ability, for example, she has a T ability that blocks damage and bullets from other opponents. She has a halt that allows her to withstand cooldowns, like stun abilities, anything that would make her stop doing damage. And then the second type of role would be considered DPS or damage, and these characters' jobs are to do a large amount of damage very fast and create space for the team and alleviate pressure from the other team just by having the opponent team not alive. Just like tank, they have certain abilities that counter, like this, can slow. She charges up her bullets and she has a one-shot ability. It's pretty overpowered. And like Ashe, that's another sniper. She has dynamite that you can detonate on impact. She creates space by being at a high ground, and she can stop teams from pushing directly into your team at a really fast speed. And the last role would be support, which sounds how it is. You support your team, you heal, and like with this character, you can speed your team at a very fast rate with his T ability. And you can speed into the other enemy team with like a Reinhardt who has a giant hammer, and you can just swing them to death, literally. And supports are pretty important because without them you'll die fast and you won't get enough healing to live team fights. This is a control point map. It's called Nepal, and it's typically very close ranged. So when I'm thinking about picking who I want to be, it should be a damage dealer that also does a lot of damage close range. Trace is a pretty well-known DPS character within the game. You can go into the back line, create a lot of space, get into the support so they cannot heal their front line, and that helps your front line push in. It gives them very little room to work with. So what we're going to do here is go high ground and fight for the high ground, that way we can get point. So I'm not going to play with my team here. They have a Pharah, that's really bad for what I picked. Okay, so I killed the Pharah. We need to watch res now. So that way Mercy cannot res her teammate and bring another player back into this round. Yeah, Echoes. See how much they have to turn around for me? And I see that my Lucio's pushing in, so we can create space and push their back. So I don't have my recall, which allows me to heal and go back to where I was earlier. I see that he's 1 HP, and their supports are not looking, so I'm going to focus him. I'm just still harassing their backline. They can't do anything without their tank. So right now I'm looking for where my tank is. He's not alive, which means that it's probably very unwinnable. So Doom is going to do a lot if I don't pressure him, because he can slam my team with his fist ability. My Lucio beat it, which gives me 900 HP. He keeps focusing me. They burned 3 ultimates, which is really, really good for us. They're all clustered here for some reason. So Mercy just res, which a person back into the round. So I'm gonna focus her so she's useless. Although she is getting pocketed as well. She's dead. Now there's flying characters have no heals. Look how fast they die now. Doomfist is just causing mayhem, but it doesn't matter because I can counter him. So we need to do, okay, Mercy just used her Valkyrie, which is also another ultimate. It just allows her to fly for a longer time. So my main goal is just being a bug. If I can do that correctly, that'll be good. I'm just messing up their positioning. Like that. See how they're so disoriented. So the Kiriko is doing a lot. I need to kill her. Now that she's dead, we can pretty much win. And just like that, we went around. So we're playing Doomfist into a Pharah and an Echo. Also, they fly, so what can you do as a character that can't shoot in the air and you're a ground character? He's going right side, I'm going left, and we're going to pinch at the same time. We see Doomfist right side, which means that he cannot help his back line if I dive it right now. We need to get on that Zenyatta right there. He has a damage orb. They just need to push in when I'm on their backline. Okay, we gotta pick on Zen. We need to deny the res. It's 3 kills. 4. Okay, so just by getting on that Zen, you can see that they have no damage orb, which increases the damage when they shoot other players. He can single target. Okay, I need to go back to Cassidy, because their double flying damage dealers are doing a lot for them. That was a really good cleanse by our Kiriko. We didn't take any damage there. Doomfist is 1. Okay, I just forced their Transcendence, which does a lot of healing. I'm gonna position myself on point here, because I know they're getting pressure. And I can use my ultimate. Now all I need to do is keep pressuring this Echo so she can't do anything. They pretty much have no chance here. They have 10 seconds to get on point, and we have so much pressure right here. See that the Mercy's going for something. And that's like a game. That's how you play control point. I just show basic positioning and how you can understand what their backline's doing, their front line. You just have to be aware of what everything's happening and just take advantage when someone missteps. Thanks for watching my demonstration speech, and hope you enjoyed.